to sit out and watch my team play, and especially me because I'm one of the most competitive people, I think. And so it's actually funny because Coach L and I would joke around, and I'm like, Coach L, like, I'll say stuff to her, and when we come back to film, I'm pointing out a lot more stuff than other girls are, and it's because I sit there and I start seeing more mistakes and stuff, and the things that are usually exposed that I don't notice when I'm on the court. And so, I think that I learned from the mistakes that I see others do, and I realized, oh, I do that. And so I think that helped me play smarter and in my comeback. And then, obviously sitting out, not being able to play, I was just hungry. I could not wait to get out on the court. And so it's it's hard to watch my team lose, and we went through struggles. We've gone through a lot of stuff this year, and so not only losing, but even in our successful games, we still struggled. And so I couldn't wait to get back out on the court and help my teammates. And so that was what was most rewarding, I think.
Reg does a lot of things, both offensively and defensively, but most importantly, she provides that sense of urgency and an emotional leadership, and she's a very competitive player. So having her on the bench, it was good because she got to learn and see the game a little bit more, and I think it made her a smarter player coming back. But it's also hard to have her on the bench because you want her out there in a uniform, and she wants to be out there. So it was really good to get her back on the court, and she immediately made a big difference, especially in the Dixie State game. Came in, had a great pass on the first possession, and I'm like, she's back, she's comfortable, and I think she's actually playing better basketball than she was before she got hurt. And so, we tried to tell her throughout her time sitting out that, as frustrating as it was for her and for us, that it's going to make her a better basketball player going forward. And I think she really embraced that. It's great to have her back on the court.
Last year, a lot of people remember the Holy Names loss, which was one of the worst. It was awful. And so going into that game, I think a lot of us still have a chip on our shoulder. And so that one's going to be definitely a game that we need to come out early and take care of business. So I think the biggest thing is just making sure that we play hard at all times and keep our future goal in mind.
We just want to keep making strides forward, and I think, with what we have right now, we're lacking some depth in some areas, and I think we need to have some people step up, both in the starting lineup and off the bench, and I'm looking for people to do that. And I think, that was a big wake-up call for us last game, that, we need not 2 or 3 people, but we need, 7 or 8 people to contribute across the board. And, we need to execute defensively, first of all. And I think we're getting better at it, but I think, we need to keep continuing to improve on areas, with our defense, and we're going to have to do some different things, and rebounding is always key for us so we can get out and run in transition. But, going forward, each game is so important for us going into the conference tournament and, keeping ourselves in that, right now we're in the 6th spot, but keeping ourselves conference tournament eligible. And, we just want to put ourselves in the best possible situation going into March.